where there is no box. Since my first job, I have always heard the mantra think outside the box. One of the company where I worked few years ago, there was a C-suite executive who even had a little box on his desk. Sometimes he used to call us for some discussion, and we always hesitantly used to go to his desk. He would point during the discussion and always used to lecture us. Don't be order takers. Think outside of the box. Over the time, I realized that the phrase itself, while well intentioned, might be limiting. Instead of just thinking outside the box, what if there is no box at all? What is the constraint of having this box? The metaphorical box represents our preconceived notion, conditioned by our upbringing, education, social norm. Conditioning happened since we were born. We often think we need to break free from these constraints to find extraordinary solutions. However, the pursuit of extraordinary ideas can sometimes lead to spectacular failure. Some of you might have read about New Coke, the disastrous launch in 1985. Coca-Cola tried to reinvent itself with a new formula, but they completely disregarded the attachment the customer had with the original Coke. So, what was the result? After public outcry and costly mistake, they had to withdraw the new Coke. Another example is Google Glass. This wearable technology failed to gain traction due to very basic thing, which is privacy concern. The price was extremely high. Another example would be Juicero. Juicero launched a high-tech juicing machine that squeezed pre-packaged juice bag. It was an unnecessary product. The juice bag could be squeezed by hand, making the expensive product redundant. The machine was priced at $400, far too high for what it actually offered. So, what was the result? Juicero faced heavy criticism and ultimately it had to shut down in 2017. Open the closed box. Before we can discard the box, we need to understand its contents. This means appreciating the value of conventional wisdom and foundational principles. First, we have to understand what is inside the box. Even if we are thinking something, we need to be grounded with basic ideas and concepts. For instance, think about Frank Lloyd Wright, who revolutionized design by incorporating natural elements and open spaces in the space of architecture. However, his innovations were grounded in a deep understanding of traditional building techniques and materials. So, next natural step would be expanding the size of the box. Once we have a firm grasp of basics, we can start expanding our horizons. This involves incorporating new ideas, perspectives, and technologies. The tech industry, companies like Apple and Google have thrived by continuously expanding their boxes. Apple's iPhone was a game changer not because it ignored the basics of mobile technology, but because it integrated existing technologies in innovative ways, such as combining a phone, an iPod, and internet communicator into one device, making the box disappear. Ultimately, the goal is to make the box invisible, where inside and outside do not exist, and the entire cosmos is available for exploration. This means transcending boundaries created by conditioning and societal expectations. Consider Elon Musk's ventures with SpaceX and Tesla. Musk's approach goes beyond thinking outside the box. He operates as if there is no box, and he always starts with first principle, which is grounded on basics. There are three more examples. Think about Salman Khan's creation of Khan Academy, which revolutionized the education by making quality education accessible to anyone with an internet connection. The idea went beyond traditional classroom boundaries, leveraging technology to democratize learning. Think about Netflix that transformed the entertainment industry by moving from DVD rentals to streaming service, a major content producer. This ability to evolve and adapt shows a disregard for traditional business model and an embrace of innovation. To truly collapse the idea of box, we must recognize and challenge the barriers we impose on ourselves. This includes the fear of failure, the comfort of routine, and the pressure to conform. By fostering a culture of curiosity, resilience, and open-mindedness, we can explore the infinite possibilities that lies beyond traditional thinking. Think about Finland's approach about education. By challenging traditional notions of standardized testing, rigid curriculum, and long school hours, Finland has consistently ranked among the top educational systems globally. They have dissolved the box of conventional education, focusing instead on holistic development, teacher autonomy, and student well-being. Now, how to cultivate creative thinking and ideas which go beyond box? One of the way is using techniques from lateral thinking. There is a very well-known book written by Edward de Bono, which is a classic for thinking training. It offers a structured approach to creativity, provides practical techniques for generating new ideas, and it has been very successful to provide education to both corporate as well as school systems. If you intend to enhance your creative thinking, I would strongly recommend this book. Beyond box metaphor. The journey from thinking outside the box to making the box invisible is one of continuous learning and adaptation. It involves understanding the fundamentals, expanding our perspectives, and ultimately transcending boundaries. By embracing this mindset, we can unlock our full creative potential and drive innovation that shapes the future. In the end, it's not about the box on the table or even the absence of it. It's about a boundless mindset that sees the entire cosmos as a playground for ideas. By challenging ourselves to think beyond the invisible lines drawn by society, we can achieve extraordinary breakthroughs and redefine what's possible. Thank you so much, and if you like this video, press subscribe button. Let me know your comments about how to make your own box invisible.